beloved soul. A sacred vow has reached the edge of their lips, only to be met by a holy pause. Heaven itself has intervened, not to withhold, but to build. Before we share this urgent, divine revelation about a covenant being orchestrated for you, if your spirit has ever whispered, "When?" click subscribe. Let this channel be the altar where heaven's timing is explained and your patient heart is profoundly affirmed. When this message settles into your spirit as a word for your season, declare it in the comments with, "I'm ready for heaven's timing." Your declaration activates faith across our entire community. Tap like if your spirit is in solemn agreement. For those who feel led to sow into this ministry of divine preparation, your super thanks helps us deliver these critical messages to souls on the cusp of covenant. Now, quiet your soul for a word not just of promise, but of profound preparation. What you are about to hear is the reason behind the pause, a heavenly strategy for a love built to last eternally. They were about to say it. The words were rising in their chest. Not just, "I love you," but, "I want to marry you." They've held this in for so long, but now it's reaching the surface. It's been growing stronger each day. The urge to say, "I don't want to live without you." They've thought about it in silence, prayed about it in tears. They've imagined your hand in theirs, your smile in their mornings, your voice in their home. But just as they prepared to make that vow, heaven interrupted. God said, "Wait," not to stop, but to prepare, because what's coming is bigger than just a proposal. It's not just about love. It's about purpose. It's about calling. It's about divine covenant. Your future spouse is ready, but God wants to whisper something to you first. A secret that will shape your yes. A truth that will strengthen your soul. Beloved, listen carefully. This is not just romance. This is restoration. This is redemption. This is divine fulfillment. They are not just choosing you. They are being led to you. Heaven has been guiding their steps. The detours, the delays, the distance, all of it was holy. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time, and this is the time when their heart is opening fully, and heaven is preparing yours completely, because when this moment arrives, you won't hesitate, you won't doubt, you will know. This is God, this is love, this is home." Comment, "I'm ready for heaven's timing," if you feel this word. Tap like if your spirit is in agreement. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you don't miss the next revelation. And send a super thanks if this message is watering your soul. God sees your heart. How ready you are to be loved, right? How deeply you've longed for the one. You've prayed in the night. You've cried through the quiet. You've wondered, "When is it my turn, Lord?" But here's what heaven wants you to know. It's not just your turn. It's your timing. And your love is closer than you know. They've already whispered your name in prayer. They've already seen your face in their dreams. They've already said to someone, "I think they're the one." Yes, your name has been spoken. Your love has been declared, and not in secret anymore. Heaven says, they've told someone, maybe a parent, a best friend, a mentor. They've said, "I want to marry them." But here's the urgent part. God is preparing the foundation, because love without a foundation can look beautiful, but crumble under pressure. And what God is building through you is not just a wedding. It's a marriage filled with power, a union that breaks generational pain, a love that will raise up legacy. Psalm 37:23 says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, And beloved, every step they are taking is guided, even the pause, even the waiting, even the fear. God is not delaying the promise. He is defending it. He is protecting you both from rushing, from missing something sacred. So while they are ready to marry you, God is whispering, just one more thing to show you, just one more truth to plant in you, just one more healing to finish in them. Because this will be the kind of love that glorifies heaven, that makes people say, how did this happen so perfectly? And you will say, it was the Lord's doing. Beloved, rest in this, rejoice in this, receive this. Type, I trust God's order in the comments if this word is for you. Tap, like to agree with heaven's plan. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you to walk this journey of love with us. And give us super thanks if you're sowing into this divine confirmation. We're only getting started. They've been looking at rings, secretly, boldly, tearfully, trying to find the one that matches your soul. They've been imagining your hand, how it would look when they slip the promise on it. Not just for show, but for forever. Yes, they're ready. But listen closely. Read this with your heart wide open. Because the urgent message from God is this: make sure you don't forget me in this love. The Lord is saying, I gave them to you, but they don't replace me. See, God is blessing this love, but He won't let it become an idol. He's seen too many unions start with fire and end in ashes because they lost their first love, Him. Deuteronomy 6:5 says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength. Before you give your whole heart to them, give the full of it to Him, not halfway, not only when it's hard, but fully. Heaven is not against your joy. Heaven is orchestrating it. But God is saying, let me be the center of this love, and I will make it stand through storms. You're not just getting a spouse. You're receiving a ministry partner, someone whose presence will sharpen your calling, someone who will worship beside you, not just walk with you, but war with you. God is aligning not just romance, but assignment. You both have something to build together, not just a home, but a legacy. This is why it's been intense. This is why you've had to wait. This is why the warfare hit, because the enemy saw the impact your union would have in the spirit. But Isaiah 54:17 says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, not confusion, not delay, not fear, not jealousy, not rejection, not sabotage. God is standing between you and every counterfeit. God is blocking every unnecessary distraction. God is whispering to their heart when you cannot. They are ready to marry you, but God is saying, I'm still preparing the table, and it will be glorious. So breathe. You haven't missed it. They haven't forgotten. The delay is not a denial. It's divine timing. If you're still reading, it means this word is confirming something you already sensed. Don't dismiss it. Don't ignore it. Don't let fear lie to you. Comment, God is in control of my love story. Tap like if this prophetic word resonates with your season. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you to receive every divine update. And give a super thanks if you feel led to support this ministry of sacred truth. We're not done. God still has more to say. They cried last night, not out of sadness, but out of awe, because the love they feel for you is deeper than anything they've ever known. They said it quietly to the Lord, is this really the person I get to spend my life with? And God whispered, yes, but walk carefully. Because God is not just writing a love story, He's weaving destiny. He's joining two callings together, He's protecting a holy union. You've been chosen for something bigger than just marriage. This is covenant. This is kingdom. This is divine alignment. They are ready, but God has something urgent to remind you. Prepare the altar, not just the outfits. You're thinking about the wedding. He's thinking about the legacy. You're picturing the photos. He's picturing the future generations that will walk in faith because of your love. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit your works to the Lord, and your plans will be established." Have you truly surrendered the plan to Him? Not just your desire to be loved, but your desire to be used, to be molded, to be led, to become one under His name. Because the person who wants to marry you, they're not perfect. They're human. They're still healing too. And so are you. But together, under God's guidance, you will be strong. You will be powerful. You will be unshakable. Ecclesiastes 4:12 declares, "A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. God is that third strand, and He will hold it together when emotions try to tear it apart." So pray together, worship together, fast together, build your love on truth, not just feelings, because feelings will shift, but truth remains, and truth is a person. His name is Jesus. He's the one preparing both your hearts. He's the one stirring up their courage. He's the one putting words in their mouth. He's the one opening doors for you to come together in peace. But let this be your confirmation. It's not about how fast they propose. It's about how deeply you're both rooted in Him. The angels are rejoicing because this union will glorify God. But He's reminding you, put me first, and I will bless this beyond what you imagined. So comment below, God is preparing my love and legacy. Tap like if you feel heaven confirming this word to you. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you never miss these divine updates. And send a super thanks to sow into your future, into your promise, into your covenant. Your love has been under pressure, and you've been wondering, why does it feel like delay? Why is there tension when we're so close to joy? But heaven wants you to know, this tension is not rejection, it's refinement. God is fine-tuning both of you, because the call on your life is greater than the comfort of the moment. Sometimes the enemy sends confusion right before clarity, right before commitment. Don't misread the spiritual warfare as a no. It's actually a warning to pray, a sign that something holy is just around the corner. They are feeling the same pressure. They are feeling the shift, and they are being pulled by God to make a decision that honors Him and you. This is not just about I do. This is about I surrender, because a marriage that lasts is one built on surrender to the will of heaven. 1 Peter 5:6-7 says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that He may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on Him, because He cares for you." Heaven sees the anxiety you've carried, the tears you've cried alone, the nights you've said, "God, I just want to feel loved again." And heaven is responding, you are loved, you are chosen, and you will be cherished. But the way forward requires your trust, not in their timing, not in your strength, but in God's orchestration. Your love is ready, but there are still divine instructions to follow. God is saying, don't run ahead of me. Don't force what I've already planned. Don't rush what I'm still healing. They confessed to someone close to them. They said, I want to marry this person. I've never felt this safe before. But the conversation didn't end there, because the one they spoke to reminded them, then honor them. Do it the right way. Seek God first. And so they've been praying, seeking counsel, asking heaven for signs. And this message is part of that answer. Your obedience matters in this hour. Your posture matters. Your faith matters. Because God is preparing to release an acceleration you weren't expecting. Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." And beloved, the time is near. You're not waiting in vain. You're not believing in fantasy. You're standing on a prophetic promise that is about to manifest. So keep your heart pure. Keep your prayers consistent. Keep your ears open, because the next step will not be small. It will be sacred. Comment below, "I trust God's process and timing." Like this video if this word touched your heart. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you don't miss the next holy confirmation. And send a super thanks to honor what heaven is doing in your love life right now. Beloved soul, there is a sudden stirring in the spirit realm. It is not ordinary. It is heaven's alarm clock ringing. The angels say, your love is ready. But heaven has placed a divine checkpoint in place, not to stop the union, but to make sure the foundation is holy. This is more than romance. This is purpose. This is more than feelings. This is covenant. And covenant requires consecration. Right now, your future spouse is quiet, not because they've changed their mind, but because they are in conversation with God. They are not ignoring you. They are listening to what heaven is requiring of them, because deep in their soul, they know they cannot build this house without the Lord. Psalm 127:1 says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain." They've tried love before, and it failed. They gave their heart too soon, and it shattered. So this time, they are taking it to the altar. They are laying it down in prayer, and heaven is speaking. Heaven is whispering, "This is the one, but don't move without me." And to you, child of light, God is saying, this is your season of stillness, because stillness is where I speak loudest. Let go of the panic. Let go of the fear. You are not being forgotten. You are being secured. They are writing something in their heart about you, a promise, a vow, and soon you will hear it. God is not cruel. He will not show you a promise and snatch it away. He is the author and the finisher. What he started, he is faithful to complete. Philippians 1-6. And the angels are saying, he is completing something right now. A spiritual assignment, a healing in their heart, a release from a past tie, a divine confirmation in their dreams. Even this week, they were overwhelmed with emotion. Their soul trembled as they thought about you. They told a friend, "I'm not playing games. This is real, and I want to do this right. This love you carry is not in vain. This waiting is not wasted. God has seen every tear, and in heaven's bottle, they are kept." Psalm 56:8 says, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. You are not unseen. You are not unloved. You are not forgotten. They are coming. But more importantly, God is preparing them. This next level requires obedience. So take this moment to release control. Say, "God, I trust your will more than my feelings." Say, "Lord, if this is your plan, I will wait with praise." You will not miss what is yours. You will not lose who was appointed. You will not be disappointed in the end. Because when God writes the story, even the tears become part of the glory. Comment below, "My love story is being written by heaven." Tap like if you feel that truth settling in your spirit. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you because there's more coming that you need to hear. And send a super thanks to honor this divine word because this is holy ground. Heaven is not confused about you. God has not changed his mind about this promise. Even when it looks delayed, it is divinely scheduled. What looks like silence is actually sacred strategy. Your future spouse is hearing heaven more clearly than ever, because love is not just about timing, it's about alignment, and heaven is aligning your hearts, your hopes, your inner vows, so that when you come together, nothing will tear you apart. They are about to speak to you with boldness, but before they do, God is speaking to them. He is saying, "Be not afraid to love deeply. Be not afraid to commit. This is not like your past. This is my doing." Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." And God is making a way for this love to flow freely. No more wilderness of confusion. No more silence of hesitation. No more drought of emotion. Your love is being baptized in clarity. So when they come to you, you'll feel peace. You'll feel heaven's yes. They are already envisioning the life they want with you. They are planning it in the quiet, thinking of how to say it, how to express it, how to make sure you feel safe and chosen. Because you are not just an option, you are God's answer, and the enemy has tried to delay this. Oh yes, there were distractions, fears, past soul ties, false attachments, but God cut it. The spiritual scissors of heaven came down and severed what didn't belong, because you are not walking into a triangle, you're walking into a covenant. Angels have been assigned to guard this connection, to remove every person who would confuse their mind or blur their heart. And now, it is clear, they want you. They are ready for you. They are longing to marry you. But before the union, God wanted you to know something. He wants your yes to be pure, not pressured. He wants your discernment to be sharp, not dulled by desperation, because even good things can become dangerous if they replace God in your heart. So before the proposal, before the vows, before the first kiss after the altar, God says, "Keep me first." Matthew 6:33 says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." They are the blessing, but he is the source, and you will not worship the gift more than the giver. This is why the angels are guiding you now. They are reminding you to prepare your spirit, even more than your appearance, to prepare your heart, even more than the wedding list, because this is holy, this is sacred, this is heaven's assignment. So when the call comes, when the question is asked, when the door of union swings open, you will know. You'll know it's God. You'll know it's time. You'll know it's love. Comment below, "God, I trust your timing." Like this video if your spirit feels awakened. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you never miss heaven's voice. And send a super thanks if this word ministered to your heart deeply. There's a divine hush around your name right now. Heaven is watching how you respond to this moment. Will you rush it? Will you panic? Will you try to force the timing? Or will you trust? Because even though your love is ready, God is still preparing you. You see, the marriage won't just bless you. It will bless everyone connected to your obedience. Generations are waiting to be healed through this union. That's why it's not just a romance. It's a revival of faith, a revival of joy, a revival of purpose, and the one who loves you, they feel the weight of it too. They may not have words for it, but their heart knows. You are different. You are divine. You are their answered prayer. They've tried to stay calm. They've tried to distract themselves, but nothing compares to the peace they feel when they think of you. It's more than butterflies. It's more than attraction. It's the sound of their soul whispering, home. The angels say, this love has been sanctified. It has passed through fire. It has been tested in silence. And now, it is time, but not for a performance, not for a rushed proposal, not for social media pictures. It is time for obedience. You must listen carefully, because God's urgent message is not just about when, it's about how. He wants you to love them with wisdom, to respond with grace, to enter with boundaries, to honor Him in how you begin. 1 Corinthians 13:4-7 says, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts. This is the kind of love heaven is releasing to you. This is the kind of love you're about to walk into. No manipulation, no mind games, no false promises, just real love, covenant love, God-ordained love. The angels want you to stay alert, because signs will begin to show. Strange confirmations, sudden peace, dreams that feel too vivid to be imagined. They're not coincidences. They're breadcrumbs from heaven. Follow the peace, not the pressure. Follow the still voice, not the loud opinions. Because when it's from God, you won't need to chase it. You'll just need to receive it. Your love is ready. But are you? Not just emotionally, but spiritually. Not just for the wedding, but for the warfare that comes with holy unions. Because this love will shake the enemy's kingdom, and he will try to distract, delay, and discourage. But you will not fall. You will not break. You will stand. Because this marriage is not built on sand. It is built on the rock, and the rock is Christ. Psalm 127:1 says, unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. God is building this, brick by brick, prayer by prayer, tear by tear, obedience by obedience. So don't be afraid. Don't let fear speak louder than faith. Your love is ready, and God is speaking. Listen. Comment. I'm listening. Lord, like this video if your spirit is aligned. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you and never miss heaven's guidance. And if this message confirmed something deep within you, send a super thanks to honor the voice of the Lord. This is the season where heaven is separating the real from the false. And you, beloved, are being positioned for a love that cannot be faked. God is not sending you someone to impress you. He's sending someone to see you, to see your spirit, to see your scars, to see your story, and still say, I choose you, and not just once, but every day. The angels say, heaven has already whispered your name into their dreams. They've seen glimpses. They've heard the call. Even when they didn't understand it, something inside them knew. You were different. You were home. But now comes the urgency. Because even though they are ready to marry you, God wants to be sure you don't rush into the blessing without receiving the instruction. Yes, this is a divine match. But divine matches require divine maturity. You cannot carry old fears into a new covenant. You cannot let past betrayal speak louder than future promise. You cannot let impatience abort what's being perfected in you. God is saying, I am not holding it back to punish you. I'm positioning it to preserve you.